How to Live with Perfectionism by Dr. Jacksan Fernandes. Perfectionism is often viewed as a positive trait, but it can become a burden when it leads to self-criticism, stress, and dissatisfaction. While striving for excellence is admirable, finding a balance is key. Here are some tips on how to live with perfectionism in a healthy way. Firstly, it's important to recognize that perfectionism is not about being perfect, but rather about fearing failure and seeking approval. Unrealistic expectations, an obsession with details, and difficulty accepting mistakes are common traits of perfectionism. Understanding that perfectionism is a mindset, not a reality, is the first step in managing it effectively. Next, redefine success. Perfectionists often equate success with flawlessness, but true success is about progress, learning, and growth. Instead of aiming for an unattainable standard, focus on improvement. Ask yourself if you learned something new or did your best with the resources available. This shift in perspective reduces anxiety and fosters resilience. Set realistic goals to avoid setting yourself up for disappointment. Break larger objectives into smaller, achievable steps and allow room for flexibility and setbacks. By setting practical goals, you prevent burnout and cultivate a sense of accomplishment. Manage the fear of failure by reframing it as a stepping stone to success. Every mistake provides valuable feedback and an opportunity to grow. Accepting imperfections makes it easier to take risks and innovate. Silence the inner critic by challenging negative thoughts and replacing self-criticism with self-compassion. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," say, "I'm learning and improving every day." Embrace imperfection in daily life through intentional practice. Allow yourself to make small mistakes without immediately correcting them, and engage in activities where you're not an expert. This teaches you to enjoy the process rather than obsess over the outcome. Prioritize self-care to avoid overworking yourself and leading to exhaustion. Rest, engage in hobbies, practice mindfulness, and maintain social connections to maintain balance. A well-rested mind is more productive and creative than one constantly chasing unattainable ideals. Lastly, seek support from a counselor, mentor, or friend to discuss your perfectionist tendencies. By embracing flexibility, self-compassion, and realistic expectations, you can turn perfectionism into a strength rather than a source of distress. In conclusion, living with perfectionism in a healthy way involves recognizing its nature, redefining success, setting realistic goals, managing the fear of failure, silencing the inner critic, embracing imperfection, prioritizing self-care, and seeking support. By implementing these strategies, you can transform perfectionism from a burden into a tool for personal growth and development.